Hey, it is Get Ready with Kim in Cancun, live. I'm getting ready to go to dinner, and I want to go ahead and put my makeup on with you, but I want to talk about some things. So I'm in Cancun right now, and it's stinking hot, and I was out in the sun all day. So I want to show you, I had a little bit of makeup on because we had an event early this morning, like around 10 o'clock, and I put on some makeup. And so I want to show you what I put on my face. I was out in the sun all day. I did have a hat on most of the day and sunglasses. So this was what I went ahead and applied. The name is completely worn off. This is Super Goop Glow Screen. Okay, and it has an SPF 40 in it. I put this on my face underneath of my makeup today. And then about 2 o'clock, we came in after lunch and on top, so I was in the water and stuff, and then I had like a base of makeup on, and then I reapplied this BB cream over top of just what I had on my face. I just wanted to make sure that I protected my face. So sometimes we don't talk enough about SPF. And this is, I use both of these as like a primer prior to my makeup. So I was really tickled that I did not get burnt, and I was conscientious about it. Sometimes we get to having a good time out in the sun and we forget. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into doing my makeup. I'm not taking my other makeup off. So I had this on, I had light makeup on, had some eye makeup on, I put this on. We're just gonna keep going, okay? That's how we're gonna roll today. But the first thing I'm gonna put on is, this is a lip stain by Wonder Skin, and I really love this color. They just sent this to me. I've been using Wonder Skin for a long time. But this one's called Neon, oh, for the love. Neon Rose, okay? But you're gonna watch what happens with a lip stain if you don't already know this, okay? It's not blue. But I'm doing this first because I want the stain to go ahead and set in. Anything that you want the link for, please make sure you just tell me, comment, and let me know where you're watching from. So in Cancun right now, it is, I don't know, roughly 5:45. But I'm not going to the other side and starting to wear blue lipstick, although there's nothing wrong with that. This is a lip stain. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look. If you follow me, then you know that what I do is I look at my face and I always say, what do I need? Okay, I don't necessarily just go through the motions because that's what we're supposed to do. I look at my face and I say, what does Kim need? And I'm gonna go ahead and color correct these babies right here. So I need that. I'm gonna go, hey, from Colorado, Michigan, Atlanta. I'm gonna go in, this is the color corrector from Amazing Cosmetics that I love. If you're a Saint user, it's very similar to Frenchie. And I'm going to tap it. I prefer color correcting over concealing, just because that gets to the root of the color issue. If you conceal, sometimes when you do that, all you're doing is just, you're covering up the dark color, but then you just get a different dark color underneath. And I'm gonna let that set for a second. All right, then I'm gonna reprime my eyes. Okay, Sigma eye primer. So my eyelids, they have some color on them. You can see this is the shadow color that I had on earlier. I'm just going right over top. And we're gonna be meeting a group of people for dinner. So I'm not gonna take my makeup all off and then put it back on again. But I will take it all off tonight. Okay, this is by Sigma, and it has color correcting properties in it too, just by virtue of its color. It's like this pinky peach color. All right, so now that I let this set a little bit, now it's time to go ahead and blend this color corrector. And all it's gonna do is just correct some of the blue that I had going on under my eyes. And now we're just gonna start in with some Saint makeup. Now, this is the palette that I brought. I changed some things up. So all of these colors are my colors. I can color match you if you're interested in getting a color match to build your own Saint palette. I brought this. This is literally what I brought in this bag. And this is my entire face. And in this bag, it has like the color corrector was in there, my brushes, a lip liner, but like that's it. That's my makeup bag. And TSA, it goes through just slick as a whistle. TSA does not question it, okay? But everything is here, but I did add some colors. So I added plum. I've had pink lemonade in there for a while. This is a color called August. And then I added some more lip and cheeks that fit into my my color palette, colors that I know work well with my skin tone. And if you know the colors that work good with your skin tone, it makes everything easier. Instead of wandering into a cosmetic store or into a drugstore and liking colors, okay? So there's a difference between liking the color, because I love neon orange. I love orange in general. Orange, when I put it on me, is not my friend, okay? It makes me look sickly, but I love it. I had a neon green shirt in my closet for a long time, but I didn't wear it. You know why? Because every time I put it on, I did not feel like my best self. But I love the shirt hanging in the store. So if you are that person that you're just like, I want to know the colors, I want somebody to help me build a makeup compact that has colors that are gonna work for me, then all you gotta do is just text color match. So I'm gonna go in first. I'm gonna just use a fluffy brush. These are all cream products. And my first order of business is always to add dimension to my face. So after I've prepped, I've color corrected, and I've done my skincare, I've color corrected, I've added my primer, okay? When I grab my palette, I usually say, okay, let me add some dimension to my face. I grab my darker color. In this particular case, I'm gonna use a bronzer. I don't even have very much product on here, and I'm going to go ahead and just make the letter C, okay? And I'm gonna just blend it. And because it's cream, it's melting into my skin. So for those of you who have oily skin and you're like, I can't wear creams, yes you can, okay? You absolutely can. When you have oily skin, it is a skincare issue, okay? So that typically means that doesn't mean that you can't have dehydrated skin. It could totally be dehydrated. As a matter of fact, oil production increases whenever you are dehydrated. So if you notice as the day goes on, regardless of whatever kind of makeup you're wearing, you get oilier, oilier and more oily, that could be because you have dehydrated skin. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my jawline. I hate this view, but if you guys could see how I have my phone propped up on two books and it's like wobbly, I feel like I'm looking down into the screen. So, and I can't always see comments, so please make sure, if I don't see them right now, I will get to them, I promise you. So you don't need very much product when it comes to cream, and they're really forgiving on mature skin as well. Okay, Kim, what else does your skin need? Well, I know that I want to brighten in this area, okay, because it always seems dark. I color corrected. Now I want to brighten and draw a little bit more attention down the middle of my face. I'd like to maybe sculpt my jawline a little bit, in the sense that I want to make sure that you can see this depth a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in with this lighter color right here, and I'm gonna put it along my jawline. And it's only just a little bit lighter than, oh, the lighting got wonky. It's just a little bit lighter than my skin tone, not much, but that way it kind of gives this area a little bit more sculpt. Okay, and then I'm going to use my finger and brighten this area. Okay, I call this the sweet spot right here. So if you can't get Saint where you are, because that's what this is, Saint Cream Makeup, we are coming to the UK, Mexico, and Australia in the near future. But if you can't get it, look for cream products. And this color that I'm using right now is a couple shades lighter than my typical foundation color. So if you want something to accent, or, you know, they'll call it a concealer. You can go into your drugstore, look under concealers, and you want it only 1 or 2 shades lighter than your regular skin or your regular foundation color. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add, oh gosh, a big bird just flew through here. I'm gonna go ahead and add, this is my contour, a wee little bit right down the side of my nose, just like this. And I'm going to kind of make it go into a V. So you can see this little dot on my nose. I don't see that bug, mosquitoes. I don't want to cover that button part right there. I'm going to leave that for my accent highlight. So then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to trace this on down. And then I'm just going to pat this out. Okay, hey from Canada, the Netherlands, California. Hey everybody. This resort that I'm at, I earned this trip through Saint, and it is spectacular. A 10 out of 10. Atelier Playa Mawernes, I believe, is the name of the resort. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Everybody here wants to go above and beyond to make your stay everything that you want it to be. All right, so for those of you that just popped on, oh my gosh, if I get attacked by mosquitoes, somebody come rescue me. All right, I put this lip stain on. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a towel and wipe it off. How pretty is this? Okay, now the reason that it's a lip stain is because the lip color through Saint, if you're one of those people that you want your lip color to last a long time, this will last if you put a little bit of vanilla dust or something underneath of it or over top, but it's not going to last for a long time. Okay, so this is one way that you can get your lip color to last and last. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips right here and right here. Now, I did not go clear to the end because as we get older, our mouths naturally turn down. Our lips turn under. Okay, so if you notice that your lips are getting thinner, that's something that naturally happens. So I'm gonna go in now and use a lighter pink. This one is called Pinky Promise. And I'm gonna fill this in the middle. Okay, so I used that darker color to stain, then I used a lighter color called Pinky Promise to go in the middle. And now I'm even gonna use Pinky Promise on my cheeks. And I like to put it basically like from the pupil on back. That's me, okay? You decide what looks natural for you. I know that there are many places on social media that will talk about, you know, putting your blush where there is lots of lift. So the higher that you put it, the more lift it gives you, okay? For me, what I notice as I get older, I lose fullness, okay? Number one, I lose fullness in my face. Number two, I lose color, so I look more sallow. So by giving myself a little bit of color here, and it's not dark, it's just something very natural. It's a light pink. It's a really good idea. But in that little apple, that's why I say a general rule of thumb, maybe use your pupil on back. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a beauty blender. This beauty blender is pretty great because it doesn't have to be wet. Okay, it's by a company called Stands Out. I have a code. Yeah, just reach out or comment that you want the link to the beauty blender, but it's about 20 bucks. It lasts months. I just wash it with soap and water, but most of the time you should be using a beauty blender that's damp. And so I'm never in a place where I can run it under water, or rarely, or I don't feel like it. It's not that it's not available to me. I just don't feel like getting up and going to wet it. So that's an option. All right, let's go ahead and do something with these eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of colors on. The first thing that I'm gonna do though is I am going to line first. And I'm wearing a brown dress, so I'm gonna zoom in here for you guys just a little bit. I'm gonna wear a brown dress, so I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner. Now, typically, you probably wouldn't line first. I'm gonna do that first though. And I'm gonna go here to my outer corner and stay really close to my lash line in this outer third, okay? Outer third. And I'm gonna give this little flick. Okay, now I'm not gonna give myself a wing, I'm gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna give a little flick, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. Now, I'm going above my crease to do this. Otherwise, it's going to get lost in my crease. So you can see where my crease is. I'm going a little bit past it, not a lot, but just a little on each side. So hugging the lash line in the outer third. Hug, hug, hug. And then come straight up from that lower lash line and flick. Now this is a gel eyeliner, which I really love. It's forgiving on mature skin because with all the crepiness, we can get caught up. The eyeliner can kind of like have little roadblocks, you know, with all of the wrinkles and texture. All right, just like that. We're gonna do something with that in a minute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline. If you wear contacts, this might not be something that you wanna do. You could just hug your upper lash line and almost go in between your lashes, like you are going and just tapping on in between your lashes. And it doesn't have to stay like that. We're gonna use a brush and we're gonna smudge it. And with this eyeliner, because it moves so easy, it will be easy to smudge. Okay, and then we're just gonna go ahead and hug, 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 hug. All right. I'm not a great whistler. It's as hot as the dickens out here. Let me find the brush that I want to use. You could just, you can really use any brush. I like one that is dense. This one's straight, or it has this little curved end. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and carry this on out, and then I'm gonna flip the brush over, and I'm just kind of blending inward. So then I'll add the color once I add the depth. And if you have been taught to kind of make the little number 7 or the backward number 7, or like where do you put the darkest color, you always concentrate that in this area. So if you're never sure, if you have 2 colors, the darkest one is built right here in this area, and then the lighter moves inward. So this is just another way of kind of using eyeliner that might not be typical for you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and smudge this I don't want any real harsh lines, so smudgeroo. This, the eyeliner is by a company called Revant, and it's a gel eyeliner. It is waterproof, but it's like not waterproof in the sense that you have to scrub it off with a knife. It comes off really easily. All right, so let's do some eyes. I currently have, these are the colors that I put into my palette because these are all colors that are for me. This color right here is called Cafe, and that's the color basically that you see. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of Cafe and just build over top of what I currently have there, leaving my eyes open. Okay, no need to close your eyes to place that transition shade or that first shade on there. You want to see where you're putting it. Okay, so that's Cafe. And my dress is brown, so I'm gonna go in with this. This is a color called Cocoa. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Cocoa, wee little bit. I'm going to kind of work it in a circular motion. Where am I going? Because it's a dark color, in the corner, okay? I'm gonna use this little circular motion and build this color out. I'm gonna flip my brush over so that I can blend that a little bit more. All right, let's go in a little bit more. Other side, circular motion. The reason that I'm going circular here, it's almost like a circular and a stamp, is because there's a lot of texture right here on my eyes. Whenever I was younger, and the brush would glide right over flawlessly. Oh, that was the good old days. Now we have to do things a little bit different, which is totally okay. We just have to adapt. It doesn't mean that we have to stop wearing eyeshadow. It doesn't mean that we have to stop wearing makeup. We just have to tweak a few things. Okay, so that just deepened that area right there. I'm pretty careful about making this crease too dark. I have deep set eyes, so if I make my crease too dark, it's just gonna make the crease look deeper. So that's about the extent of darkening that crease. And I'll try and carry it up even above the crease for real. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a pink. Okay, here's a pink. This is called Claire. I love this color. And I'm going basically right outer corner and then in the crease and just a little bit above the crease. So mixing just a little bit of pink in there. Kind of goes with my lip, my pink lip. So you can even build an eyeshadow compact. If you have favorite eyeshadows, you can even do that too. I can help you if you just let me know that's what you want. Working on my phone here. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with this shimmer. This is called Hot Chocolate. And I'm gonna tap it only on where I can feel my eyeball. So we refer to this as the movable lid. I literally can just feel my eyeball. That's the only place that shimmer is going for me. Right, I'm gonna try my best not to get it in my crease. I'm only putting it there. Can you guys see that? That's it. You don't have to stop wearing shimmer when you have mature skin. You just have to know specifically where to place it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of Cocoa and I'm going to run it underneath my eyes as well. Oh, I saw lots of hearts pop up. That must mean that you guys like the shimmery part. Yeah, me too. Okay. And last but not least, let's go ahead and take a little bit of an illuminator. Illuminator just gives exactly what it says, a little illumination to the skin. And I'm placing it high on my cheekbones. I'm gonna place a little bit right here on my nose, Cupid's bow, maybe a wee little bit here on my bottom lip. It's nothing drastic, just a little bit of something that kind of like reflects the light. I am going to add some mascara. I'm using Thrive mascara. If there's anything that you want the link to, just let me know. I will get it off to you. And if you want a color match, just text the word color match. The link will come to you. All you have to do is send me a selfie in this lighting. Okay, so I'm currently sitting outside of our room here in Cancun in the shade, but this is natural light. It's not direct sun. It is not in my bathroom mirror. It is not laying in the bed at midnight. Those selfies are not the best to color match from, because that's not truly what your skin looks like up close. In real light. And that's what I strive for, is I love to think of this makeup as up close makeup. Not that you look good far away, but then when you get up close to somebody, it looks like they're caked with makeup. That might be good for some, but that's not the look that I'm going for. I want just a nice look up close and far away and still look like me. So I'm not trying to look 30. I'm 54. I just want to look like my best self at 54. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and change my clothes. We'll be off for dinner to a steakhouse tonight. And tomorrow, I think we just have a beach day for the most part tomorrow. I think there's karaoke going on tomorrow night. May or may not try karaoke. And then Thursday we go on our ATV excursion. We also get to do maybe some snorkeling and some swimming and during that excursion. And then Friday we have, it's basically a gala on the beach where we all have a certain dress code in the sense that we all have coordinating colors. So this has been an amazing, amazing trip so far. Truly once in a lifetime trip. And I'm soaking in every ounce of sunshine and time with my husband and time with my St. Timmy's and enjoying this to the fullest. That's why I wanted to jump on live, because I don't have a whole lot of content because I'm here. And hopefully you understand that I'll be back, but I'm just on vacation. So you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for sharing time. And if you haven't had a chance to watch yet, the full thing, just go back. I'm going to upload it so that you'll be able to see it. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.